What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. We've not done an update in a while, so I thought we'll do that whilst we've got this little gap between games. But before I crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. It is free. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We'll be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout the summer transfer window, so if you want to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news first and fast, then do subscribe. Don't forget also social media links are in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video, aiming for 300 likes, and also don't forget, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. So without further ado, let's crack on with this video, and we're going to start off first with contract news, and we've got an update on Phil Foden. Now, the Mirror are reporting that Manchester City want Phil Foden on a new contract as quickly as possible. It's thought that Manchester City want to add a 2-year extension to his contract. Foden's got a contract until 2023. A 2-year extension would be a new contract until 2025. To be honest, with Phil Foden's age, and I thought City might have been pushing for a bit longer. It's 2021 now. Normally you're looking for 5-6 year deals, long-term deals for top quality young players like Phil Foden. So just a 4-year deal, it's good. But I thought it might have been more, if I'm completely honest. Apparently this contract is going to be worth £100,000 per week. It would explain why it's 4 years. We're expecting within the next 4 years for Phil Foden to carry on going up through the pay scale, and I imagine that once he gets to the very pinnacle of that pay scale is when City would be looking for that maybe 5 or 6 year contract. But I am literally nitpicking here. It's fully deserved in my opinion, and the sooner we get Phil Foden on a new contract, the sooner I will feel better. Now, moving on to the out, we've got an update on Sergio Aguero. There's been conflicting reports. Jose Alvarez, he's close to Sergio Aguero, a journalist from South America. He's been reporting that Aguero's representatives, they're in Barcelona, and he is in contact with Barcelona in terms of a pre-contract agreement for Sergio Aguero to go to Barcelona. They're the latest developments. Apparently Aguero does have offers on the table from Italy as well. So I'm wondering where Aguero might decide on where he might want to go. Apparently Inter Milan are keen. He's got offers back home in Argentina. Apparently Aguero is keen though on joining up with his good friend Lionel Messi, who is apparently close to signing a new contract extension at Barcelona. So that would make sense. It's a cheap deal for Barcelona to get Aguero as well. Apparently Manchester City aren't too keen on Aguero going to Barcelona because it's showcasing that Aguero's still got years left in his legs, and he could still hit the top levels, and so there'd be questions asked if he does end up banging in goals at Barcelona for the next year or two as to why Manchester City let him leave. I think it's all down to injuries, if I'm completely honest. I think City aren't completely happy with Sergio Aguero's injuries. It's just been a reoccurring injury after injury after injury this season, and I don't think City feel like they're confident enough for him to go a season not picking up injuries and being available for Manchester City. So a move elsewhere would suit him, and maybe to a team where there's not going to be as much demand and pressure to him, and a return back to Spain, it might make sense. We will see what happens there. Aguero apparently though closing in on a move to Barcelona. And speaking of Manchester City players closing in on Barcelona, moves us on to Eric Garcia. A little update on him. Things aren't still going to plan here. That pre-contract agreement still isn't in place. I'm still expecting it to be put in place, but it still isn't in place. The last update we had was apparently Barcelona were negotiating the contract for Eric Garcia, apparently wanting to halve the agreement of what Bartomeu had left Barcelona offering Eric Garcia, and now Laporta, the new president at Barcelona, is reporting that he wants to halve the wage of Eric Garcia on that verbal agreement that Garcia had with the former president. So we're still awaiting what's going to happen there, but there's definitely trouble in paradise there. There's talk of Garcia may not go to Barcelona now. Apparently Garcia is unhappy at Manchester City because he's not happy with the game time this season yet. It was last season that Garcia said that he wanted to leave Manchester City, he wanted to go back to Barcelona, and so he didn't sign a new contract. It would have made more sense for him just to have signed that new contract and continue where he was, but he said he wanted to leave instead, and now he's facing the prospect of not going back to his native Barcelona, but maybe having to go to another club, criticising the club that won't go down well. So it remains to be seen there. I'll be honest, I'm not overly keen on Eric Garcia signing a new contract at Manchester City as of right now. He hasn't been utilised by City. Like I said, the whole year it's just been a waste of a year, and I just feel like with him saying that he wanted to leave Manchester City, his head isn't in it. Even if he signs a new contract and ends up hitting the levels that he's capable of hitting, and I think he's a good quality ball-playing centre-back as well, and I think he's got potential there. I feel like the bridge is burnt. He said he wanted to leave Manchester City, and once you've said that, I just don't think there's any going back. So he's either got to accept Barcelona's offer, which is less money and an R in, and it's a bit sticky, if I'm honest, or is he gonna have to go somewhere else? I'm not sure. I've heard grapevine here, clutching at straws. Arsenal are interested, so a reunion with Arteta might make sense, but like I said, I am clutching at straws. So moving on to the ins, I've got an update on Keiki, I hope that's how you say his name, but he's going to join Manchester City. That's according to Fabrizio Romano. We've had that, here we go. Fee is agreed. It's a €10 million upfront fee, plus some add-ons and a future fee percentage. He will join Manchester City in June 2022 from Flumiense in Brazil. Keiki is a 17-year-old Brazilian forward. Wanted to wish Keiki all the best on his move to Manchester City next summer. He signed on a 5-year deal from 2022, so he'll sign a contract until the summer of 2027. Sports Witness have said that Keiki, City want to utilise in the academy first before becoming a first-team player. I, of course, have already spoken about Keiki becoming a Manchester City player, so I will leave the link to that at the end of this video if you want to go and check that out. We've also got a Metinho update. Fabrizio Romano says City is still working on trying to bring his signing in from Fluminense. Manchester City, they're working on a €5 million deal for him, but that isn't agreed yet. It is thought that Metinho would be a signing for the CFG rather than Manchester City, and Manchester City want to utilise Keiki, is where we're at with that. Now moving on to our final story, it's an update on Manuel Locatelli. Fabrizio Romano, who's been busy speaking about transfers, he said that Locatelli, he is considering his future at Sassuolo, and moving abroad is definitely an option for him, and it's a challenge that excites him, and he would like to do that. Juventus, they're keen. They sound more interested in Locatelli than Manchester City so far. Manchester City, a move for a defensive midfielder all depends on Fernandinho, and a decision to be made on his future. Still no decision has been made. 2 months or so left on his contract. We await to see what happens there. Fernandinho, he turns 36 in May. He'll be 37 by next summer if City will put him on a 12-month extension. So is that going to be an option City look for or not? Fernandinho, all depends on what he wants to do with his future. He's of course Manchester City's club captain. He's been very vocal about the European Super League and wanting football to return back to its prestigious state. So he's obviously a big fan of the Premier League and the Champions League and how things are working right now, rather than having unnecessary change and bringing the game into disrepute. So he's been a big backer of what I've been supporting as well. I've really enjoyed Fernandinho's comments that he's made. He seems like a City fan himself, coming out through and through as well. He's been a fantastic signing. He's been completely dedicated to Manchester City, and it will be a sad day when he does leave. I'll be honest, I'd give him an extra 12 months, see what he does, and assess his options again next summer. If he wants to go back to Brazil, go back to Brazil. If he thinks he can compete at a top level and wants a new challenge at another club in Europe, then so be it. He can go and do that. If he wants to take up a coaching role or an ambassador role or anything like that, I feel like Manchester City need to offer Fernandinho what he wants, but we do need clarity on his future. Whether that comes in one of two things, it'll either be a new contract or it will be Fernandinho announcing that he's leaving. I feel like that needs to come sooner rather than later. So there we go, that has been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts of these transfers in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We will be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates when that summer transfer window does open, so you do have that to look forward to for this summer. I know a lot of people look forward to and excited about my daily transfer updates, particularly when it's a summer window, and I'm expecting City to be busy with incomings, outgoings and contract renewals, and I'll be the first to bring all that news to you guys. So do subscribe. 17k subscribers is what we're on the stride towards now, less than 700 subscribers away from that goal. And don't forget also my social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. I am actively looking for a sponsor for them daily videos. I'm expecting them to be popular once more. A busy summer ahead for Manchester City and my channel, so a good sponsorship opportunity for anyone that is interested. Just let me know via my email. So there we go, that has been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've been JSGC. I hope everyone is safe and well. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next Manchester City video. Have an awesome evening everyone. Peace. Ciao for now.